In the episode Don't Yank My Chain, you can see a little hula dancing Giggles bobblehead in Handy and Mole's car. In 2007, Funko released some HTF bobbleheads, which included Giggles, Russell, Flippy, Nutty, glow-in-the-dark Giggles and Russell, and a Funko Vision which has an injured Nutty, and Flippy that has blood on him. In the episode From Hero to Eternity, after Splendor hits half the snowball with a treehouse, it lands near Handy's house. And if you look closely for a brief moment, there is a small detail. Petunia's arm is sticking out of the snow. In the episode called Aw Shucks, Lumpy is seen chasing the crow around his house, and the crow enters the restroom. Lumpy then starts hitting the door with an axe, but before putting his arm through the hole to open the door, he then shouts what sounds like, "Here's Lumpy." This is a not so subtle reference to the horror movie called The Shining.
Here's Johnny!
In the episode called Home is Where the Hurt Is, Giggles is seen sliding down the banister. He then hits a head on a wooden beam and then a moose head. The moose head seems to be a part of the HTF wildlife, and does not have human proportions like Lumpy does. Sniffles is often shown to be very intelligent, but here is a moment where he is not so intelligent. In the episode Spare Tire, Giggles loses the middle of her torso, and Mole uses it thinking that it is a spare wheel, but later on, Sniffles seems to think that the wheel is the missing part of Giggles' torso, and he pumps it with air, which means that he thinks that the middle of her torso is actually a wheel. But somehow this works, and she comes back to life. Flaky's early concept art shows that she was originally going to be called CORKY, and she has visually not changed too much since this early concept, but the final version of her does not have ears. She now has a belly marking, and she now has buck teeth. In the episode Staying Alive, Disco Bear knocks Petunia onto the electric fence, causing Petunia to get shocked. And if you pause at the right moment, you can see a cup in Petunia's eye socket. In the episode called Party Animal, Nutty becomes excited to have some sugar, and just before he has some, he makes these sounds. This recording from Michael Littman was also used when Nutty got an ice cream in Wipeout. And also when he sees a truck full of candy in False Alarm. In the episode called I Get a Trick Out of You, when Lumpy realizes that he has sawed Cuddles in half, we can see Lumpy's irises. One is white, the other is red. But in Concrete Solution, we can see them again, but this time they are blue. And in Wishy Washy, they are green. In the episode Milking It, we see Lifty and Shifty stealing Lumpy's cow. And somehow Lifty and Shifty milks it so much that it becomes emaciated and skinny. This cow also appears in The Way You Make Me Wheel, and a cow lookalike can be seen in Aw Shucks. But most notably, it appears in Once Upon a Time. Its appearance is from the end of Milking It. Nutty sells it to Lifty and Shifty for magic beans. Later in the episode, after the brothers die, the cow walks towards a sad Giggles, and cheers her up, causing Giggles to give it a bean and a hug. Thank you for watching my video. If you could leave me a comment down below on what you thought about the video, and a like would be greatly appreciated.